Do I look good for this video? Welcome to my video. StubbornMom.com here. Today I'm going to be giving you my review on Jobulator. Hey, I'm StubbornMom.com and today I'm reviewing Jobulator. Job-you-later. Get a job for later. I don't know if that's why they call it that. I'm StubbornMom.com and I'm stubborn about a lot of things. And one of those things is being present for my kids. So it's super important to me that I can find flexible work so that I can do that. So one of the things I do is substitute teach in my kids' district. So I'm going to share with you guys my review for Jobulator. I wanted to review this app and share with you my experience when I was using it and I wasn't using it. I went a whole year subbing without this app and it has made a lot of things better. It's got some pros and it's got some cons. Let's start with the pros. Jobulator is an app that you can subscribe to and it helps you get jobs if you are a substitute teacher. The great thing about the Jobulator app is that it alerts you when jobs are available. I went a whole year going without this app and I felt like, gosh, are there any jobs out there? Now when you're logged into your system where you live, whatever state you're in where I am, it is a state associated site and it's called Frontline, or formerly known as AESOP, or AESOP formerly known as Frontline. I don't know, but they changed it, but they haven't really changed it. And anyways, when I log in, I can see what jobs are available. Well, the first year that I refused to try any of the apps because I'm stubborn, I was constantly logging in on my laptop to see if there were any jobs. If I was just mobile and I was on my phone, I would have to log in on my phone. The website's kind of antiquated, so it does not keep you logged in, and it doesn't want to save your passwords either, so I'd painstakingly log in and follow the prompts and the messages that stay up there forever just so I could see if there were any jobs. And I didn't realize that all the other substitute teachers out there probably had the app. They were alerted as soon as jobs popped up and they snatched them. They were snatching all the jobs. And so when I would log in, I'd be like, oh man, there's no jobs. The pro of the app is definitely that it will alert you. As soon as there's a job, every substitute teacher that is looking for jobs in that district is going to get an alert. What's great about that is if you have your phone with you all the time and you're that kind of person and you want to be alerted as soon as a job is available, you will instantly know when there's a job. And you can accept it right away if someone else doesn't, and it's really great. My favorite thing about the Jobulator app is the calendar feature. After you accept a job, you can choose to add it to your calendar. So for me, I have an iPhone and it's all tied to my iCalendar or whatever. And so I just add it right there and then I can go in. I don't really need to adjust anything once I add it to my calendar. I just set up some alerts for myself, but it pretty much takes care of it. And it also sends you an email. So I mean, I don't think the app sends the email. I guess the system sends it because you've accepted a job. But it's all right there in the app, and so that makes it all in one pretty easy. And I really like that feature. Another great feature of the app is, of course, that it is tied to the AESOP Frontline login system. And so there is a way to just quickly access that mobile version of the site from the app. So if you want to look at other details that the app doesn't offer, you can easily access that right there in the app. Jobulator, I'd sum up, is a simple app, and if you really like simple apps and it gets the job done, the one main function that it does is it alerts you of jobs and it helps you to get those jobs pretty easily. So if you like simple apps, you'll like Jobulator. But let's talk about the cons. The thing that I noticed is once I installed the app and I was getting notifications for jobs, anytime I would be listening to any app where I'm listening to something like a podcast, my music app, if you're listening to Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio, any of those, if a notification pops up, it goes bling, and then it stops playing whatever you're listening to. So that's pretty annoying. If it notifies you and then you go to look at it, I mean, I would think nowadays apps should be more updated, because most apps I can be looking at something but it's still simultaneously playing whatever I'm listening to. So if I log on to any social media app or check my email, it doesn't stop playing what I'm listening to, and so that's just kind of annoying, and so that's a downside of this app. Another downside of the Jobulator app is that it is very limited in adjusting the settings. Really, when you go to settings, there's not a lot of options there, and something that I wanted to do was adjust when I was getting notifications. Now, of course, you know, as a sub, if you've been doing this for a while, that if you want to turn on or off different districts, and of course you may have turned off calls and things like that, you're going to manage all of that when you log into the main website where you go to. And all of that, of course, transfers to the app. It's gonna mirror whatever you have set up, but you cannot turn off notifications for certain times of the day or set a time limit. So for example, if you are like me and you have several side hustles and you're like, okay, well, I don't want to sub these certain days this week, because I already have something lined up, the notifications are just going to keep coming. If you want to turn it off, what you need to do is go ahead and go into regular settings and just swipe off the notifications for the app, and then when you're ready to turn it back on, you have to turn that on. But you can't do it in the app. You can't be like, oh, I want to turn off, look, there, I got a thing right now, which is fine. Since most notifications are coming for the next couple of days, sometimes that just doesn't work for me. So if, let's say, I'm sick, or I know that I'm not going to be working that day, it will still bling at 4 a.m., you know, or 6 a.m., or at a time that it really isn't convenient for me. So something that I thought in my head I would have liked is like, okay, I don't want it notifying me, you know, between, let's say, midnight and 7 a.m. or something like that, for example. There's no way for you to adjust the setting so that it won't notify you. If sub jobs come, they're just gonna notify you, which you might think is great. If you're just primarily subbing and you really like that, then yeah, you might be in bed and be like at 4 a.m. like, oh, okay, well, I really want this job. And so that's really great, because a lot of those teachers are going to be putting out requests at odd times, especially way early in the morning and right when they need them. Oh my God, there's a bug. Ah, hold on a second. Okay, I flushed it. So anyways, I think it's super disruptive how you can't adjust like and have a snooze type of setting in there. It's just not a super developed app with a lot of options in the settings. So for me, that's something that I found could improve. So like I said before, it does have a calendar option, but that also is kind of limited and could be better developed. It does provide you of a record of the jobs that you have accepted and that you've taken in the past and in the future from the point that you're at, but it doesn't give any details. So it'll kind of block out like, oh, you subbed this day, but it doesn't tell you if it was if you're trying to remember like, oh, who did I sub for? Do I want to accept a job for this class or that class? You can't see who the teacher was, what school it was, if it was a half day or a full day. There's just no info there. And of course it will direct you to the main site, but within the app you can't view any of those details. Another downside to the app is that you cannot change the alert sound. So when it notifies you with that little alert sound, if that's something that you wanted to change because maybe it's similar to another sound that you have, like a text tone or a ring, or you just wanted to change it, there's just no options. And I think people really like options on phones nowadays. They like to make it their own. Maybe they want something that gives them a calmer sound, or something that is louder if they're hard of hearing. There's a lot of reasons why people like to customize, and there's just no customization options in this app. The last downside for me is that it costs $5.99 a month. So if you are subbing and that's your main hustle and that's your main source of income, you might be very incentivized by that because you're paying in. You do have to pay in to be a sub because, you know, you're paying the state to get your certification every year. You're paying for this app. Maybe you're buying bags of candy or treats or whatever when you go. It is just one of those jobs that you're paying in a little bit. But $6 a month for an app, I've never paid that much. I don't get a lot of paid apps. If I do, it's like a $3 one-time thing, and it's because that app is awesome and I use it a lot. But this app, yeah, $6 a month. is what you're going to be paying. You know, subs don't make a lot of money. That might be a deterrent. So that's my review for Jobulator. If getting jobs is what you're looking for, that's what it does, and it really is helpful. I've talked to a lot of subs, and they're all into it. There are other options out there, but the one I'm using right now is Jobulator. If you use another app, comment down below and let me know about that too. That's what I think about the app. I hope this helped you. If it did, give it a like and comment down below if you substitute teach and side hustle. Tell me what you do. I'm StubbornMom.com, and I'm stubborn about making money but being flexible for my family. Subbing can be hard. It's crazy. Who knows what the day will bring? It can be crazy and it can be hard. Life is hard, but don't let it harden you.